This week's congressional grilling of Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg has come to a close. But for millions of Facebook users whose personal information has been stolen, the fight for privacy has just begun. Good evening, everyone. I'm Emily Spain.
And I'm Adam Duxter. Thanks for joining us. KOMU8's Eva Chang talked to Mid-Missouri internet experts about how to protect your accounts. She joins us in the studio with what she learned.
Yeah, that's right. Facebook is accused of allowing Cambridge Analytica to harvest data it shouldn't have the ability to access. And that doesn't include just your public information, but we're talking about your private posts, pictures, conversations, and some say even Facebook phone calls. MU associate professor says it all started with a technical loophole in Facebook's system. The app some of us use every day knows a lot about us, what we've liked, cared about, and who our friends are. And when Facebook failed to protect our information a couple of years ago, advertisers used the data to create highly targeted political ads.
There will always be a version of Facebook that is free. It is our mission to try to help connect everyone around the world.
But an MU associate professor says it's the free services we should be wary of.
The way to think about it is if you're not paying for something, you are the product.
An online advertising expert says when you are on the platform, Facebook owns everything you say there.
Things about, a romance or a health problem or finances or one's political ideology.
Goggins says when an advertiser, especially a political advertiser, knows almost everything about you, that is dangerous.
Some of our friends only get messages about side X, and some of our friends only get messages about side Y, and others only get messages about side Z. And I think it's those kinds of manipulations of policy messages or political messages that potentially undermine the civil discourse and the kind of nation that we started out as.
A cybersecurity expert says we should think twice before giving any app access to our Facebook accounts.
So those apps are way more dangerous than people think. They're just not games. They are data collection.
Experts say there is another thing very simple we can do to protect ourselves. On Facebook, if you go under settings and then apps and websites, you can see a list of apps you were granted permission to access your account and go through them, disable anything you no longer trust. In the studio, Eva Cheng, KOMU News.
Two newly elected leaders are set to be sworn into Columbia City Council tomorrow, but they're not new to the job. Betsy Peters and Michael Trapp are both returning as incumbent winners in Columbia's recent elections. Peters ran unopposed in the 6th Ward race, while Trapp beat out candidate Paul Love in a close and controversial election. Trapp and Peters will serve their terms until April of 2021. Columbia is also looking at spending over $500,000 on a new trash and recycling collection site. The new location would be on 912 East Walnut Street in the downtown area. It would include 2 new compactors, one for trash and the other for cardboard recycling. The new site would also have 2 dumpsters for recycling plastic, glass, and metal. It's expected to cost a little less than $700,000, with funding coming from revenue within the city's utilities office. Council members will decide whether to approve buying the new site at its meeting tomorrow.
A veterinarian launched her campaign today for a chance to have a spot on the House floor. Dr. Marin Bell-Jones announced she will run for the 44th District House seat. The district includes cities like Centralia, Columbia, Hallsville, and Sturgeon. Jones will run against the current seat representative, Sherry Reich. Jones says transparency and availability is what she would bring if she's voted in.
So my biggest thing is I want to represent the people, and so part of that is listening to actually what they say, and whether that's somebody in my direct district that is my direct constituent, or that's somebody in the Columbia area, or even further away from that.
KOMU reached out to Sherry Tolson Reich, and she said her 36 years of public service proves her experience. The election is on November 6th.
Well, it was a cool and cloudy day out there today, certainly not spring-like. Let's check in with Matt to see how long these clouds will stick around out there. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Emily, good news is that we have quite a bit of sunshine in the forecast for the week ahead, but that cloud cover is sticking with us tonight. We are currently 13 degrees cooler than we were at this time yesterday, with a current temperature of 31 degrees in Columbia, 33 in Jefferson City, 32 in Boonville, 31 in Brunswick. But the wind chill is the big story here. Feels like 21 in Columbia, 18 in Moberly, and 24 in Mexico. Looking at our satellite and radar, we have that cloud cover on top of us, and yes, even a few snow flurries showing up on our live Doppler 8 first alert radar, stretching up from Fulton to Mexico off towards Danville and Herman. If this is reaching to the ground where you are, let us know, as we can't confirm that that's making it to the ground at this point in time. But if it is, it's just a few flurries. Tonight we'll have a low near 28 degrees. That would tie a record set back in 1921. We will track out those wind chills hour by hour and take a look at the week ahead in my full forecast in a little bit.
All right, Matt, thank you very much. One person is dead after a shooting near Sedalia. Officers responded to the 1200 block of East 4th Street, where a subject says he witnessed a shooting. He says a person he didn't know came to his door and asked him to call 911. Officers determined the shooting occurred at 314 North Summit. Police identified the victim as 42-year-old Maurice Harper Sr. The police department is currently investigating that incident.
People stood outside of Philadelphia Starbucks today, and it wasn't for the coffee. They were upset after 2 African-American men were arrested last week for allegedly refusing to leave. They carried signs saying, quote, "Too little too latte" and hashtag "enough shame on your Starbucks." The 2 men claimed they were waiting for a friend when police handcuffed them. The police commissioner says employees called to say the men were trespassing. Starbucks says it will try and fix what happened on Thursday.
And this incident does not reflect the spirit of our brand. It was an unfortunate incident, and we'll be sure to make it right.
Demonstrators lit sage to, quote, "cleanse the space" and make it a, quote, "safe space for minorities." Protesters also called for the manager to be fired along with the arresting officers.
The U.S., France, and Britain carried out airstrikes this weekend in Damascus, and we now know the targets were buildings said to be part of a scientific research center. The 3 countries dropped more than 100 missiles in the first coordinated strikes against the government. They said they were targeting chemical weapons sites after a suspected poison gas attack. The strikes severely damaged the buildings. The bombing shows the West escalating the confrontation with Syria's superpower ally, Russia. Israel's prime minister said he supports the airstrikes. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the airstrikes would be show there would be, quote, "zero tolerance to the use of unconventional weapons in warfare." The Israeli infrastructure minister also warned Syria's president against letting Iran build up its military presence on Syria's border with Israel.
But on the other hand, we have our own problem. We cannot allow Iran to transform Syria into an Iranian military base on our northern border, and this is beyond the chemical weapon issue.
Israel has issued several stern warnings about Iran's increased involvement along its border in Syria and Lebanon. Netanyahu supports President Trump and his resolve in countering the threat.
Australia's prime minister told Russia today to act responsibly and stop denying the Syrian regime chemical attacks. Turnbull added that his government strongly supported the strikes.
The Australian government has strongly supported the targeted, proportionate and responsible action by the United States, France and the United Kingdom in targeting 3 chemical weapon sites in Syria yesterday.
Over the weekend, Russia's President Vladimir Putin denounced the strikes on Syria. He called them, quote, "an act of aggression." The Kremlin issued a statement yesterday calling the strikes a destructive influence on the entire system of international relations. He criticized the U.S. and its allies for launching the attack before the inspectors could visit the area.
Well, if you went to the grocery store today for lettuce, you probably ended up getting some sort of alternative. Why the shelves were empty.
And how these superheroes made one kid's day, that's after the break.
Track storms wherever you are. Download the free KOMU8 Weather and Traffic app for your phone and tablet.
You push yourself every day. Tempur-Pedic helps you recover every night. Only Tempur material precisely conforms to your body for up to twice as much pressure-relieving power, so you won't toss and turn. And you'll wake up feeling powerful.
At Slumberland, our sleep professionals will fit you in the bed that's right for both of you. Plus, save up to 50% on select Tempur-Pedic mattress sets. And pay no interest for up to 60 months. Hurry in now for best selection. Slumberland, it's a good life.
This is my Toyota Corolla. It comes standard with Toyota Safety Sense, a suite of advanced safety technology. Similar features but cost over $2,085 more in a Honda Civic. Now that doesn't make any sense. And for that, I give my Corolla 5 stars.
Tested, trusted, Toyota. Lease a new 2018 Corolla for $169 per month, including $1,250 lease bonus cash. Or get 0% APR for 60 months. Find your Toyota at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Our commitment is reflected in the quality of our products. We believe it's the pride in our work that makes Window World America's largest exterior remodeler. We stand behind our promise of providing you great service at great prices. Need windows, doors, or siding? We've got you covered, all backed by a lifetime warranty. Window World, simply the best for less.
Are you tired of paying expensive cable or satellite bills month after month? Now you see them. Now you don't. You don't need expensive cable or satellite anymore. All you need is the free TV key from Clear TV. Now you can watch your favorite broadcast network shows for free. The free TV key hides behind your TV and is easy. Just plug it into your TV's cable input. No wires, no unsightly antennas. Your television will instantly receive top-rated network shows, local news and weather, sporting events, and more, all for free in vivid HD and digital signal. There's no contracts, no monthly fees, and no unexpected rate increases. Call or go online now to get your free TV Key HD digital antenna for just $19.99. Order right now and you can add a second free TV key. Just pay separate processing and handling. That's 2 free TV keys, a $40 value, all for only $19.99. Not available in stores. Order now.
The First Alert Weather Cam is brought to you by the law firm of Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer. We will fight for you.
Welcome back to KMU 8 News at 9 on Mid-Missouri's CW. You're looking at our time-lapse camera from the Columbia Regional Airport today. It was another cool and cloudy day. We saw a few snowflakes this morning that moved out of here pretty quickly, but the cloud cover and the cool temperatures stuck with us, and that cloud cover is going to continue to stick with us as we go through the overnight hours. Looking at our satellite and radar, you can see that cloud cover just sitting on top of us. We're also watching our next system that's going to impact the region, but this time it's a high-pressure system. That's stable atmosphere, so we're going to be seeing a lot of sunshine as we go through the next few days, and that sunshine will eventually help us warm up. But for tonight, it is going to be cold. Forecasting a low of 28 degrees. That would tie a record set back in 1921. And then we will finally start to see some sunshine, expecting sunny to mostly sunny skies Monday through Friday, with temperatures staying below average for this time of the year. Also, we have some pretty windy days ahead. Monday and Wednesday, you're going to want to hold on to your hat. But tonight, that cloud cover, that's going to prevent those temperatures from falling off too much, but still they'll fall into those upper 20s. So we do have a freeze warning in effect for all of our counties along and south of I-70. This includes Columbia, Jefferson City, and the lake area. A freeze warning is in effect until 9 a.m. tomorrow. Looking at those wind chills for tomorrow morning, 16 degrees in Columbia, 18 in Jefferson City, 14 in Mexico, 16 in Boonville. So make sure those kiddos bundle up as they're headed out to the bus stop. For midday, it's still going to feel like 30 degrees across the region, and by the afternoon, feeling like the 40s, even though we'll warm to near 50 degrees. Tracking out that cloud cover hour by hour on Weathercast. It's going to stick with us through about midday, but then we're looking at mostly sunny skies, then abundantly sunny skies for your Monday evening. Again, those temperatures warm to about 50 degrees. By Monday night, this high-pressure system will get closer, shifting our winds out of the west and also bringing us much calmer winds, and I expect those to stick around as we go into Tuesday. By Tuesday morning, this high-pressure system moves off to the south, and we'll start to get in on the warmer flow of this. That southerly wind is a warm weather direction, and we'll see those temperatures warm into the upper 60s. And then as we go into Wednesday, a system will pass by to the north, not going to be bringing us any precipitation, any rainfall, but it could bring us a few extra clouds. However, I think we'll stay mostly sunny here in mid-Missouri. Looking at that forecast as we go through the overnight hours tonight, again, that freeze warning's in effect and that cloud cover is going to be staying with us. A low near 28 degrees, those gusts up to 30 miles per hour. And we'll see if we break that record. So check in with meteorologist Tori Stepanek tomorrow morning. We'll see a high temperature near 50 degrees, and those breezy winds will continue into the afternoon hours. And by the evening, those winds will finally start to calm down just a little bit. We are mild on Tuesday near 67 degrees, but those winds pick back up on Wednesday. We're up to 63 degrees. And then those temperatures will hang out in the lower 60s for the rest of the week. Rain chances return into the weekend.
All right, Matt, thank you very much. Today, Columbia grocers are throwing out romaine lettuce they say could have been infected by harmful E. coli. CDC reports one person got sick from the lettuce in Missouri, but no cases yet here in mid-Missouri. KOMU8's Anthony Holtschlag tells us what that means for Columbia shoppers.
Be cautious the next time you eat a salad. The E. coli outbreak originated in Arizona, one of the largest producers of leafy greens in the United States. The romaine lettuce it infected could be bagged or headed, and it infected 11 states, including Missouri, with cases of infection continuing to rise as the week progresses. The CDC reports 35 cases of the infection, with 22 of those being hospitalizations. Grocers like Hy-Vee and Walmart have already pulled romaine lettuce from the shelves. There are even reports that Gerb's handled multiple refunds of lettuce this weekend. But what can you do if you're unsure if your lettuce is infected? The CDC recommends to wash your hands constantly to avoid infection. Take your lettuce and rinse it in a bowl, thoroughly washing the leaves. Then take those leaves, spread them on a towel, and dry them as much as possible. Finally, the CDC suggests washing your hands again after handling the food. Anthony Holtschlag, KOMU8 News, Columbia.
KOMU8 also spoke with McAllister's Deli about reports that they too pulled lettuce out of their kitchen. However, managers were not legally able to confirm that. Of the distributors KOMU8's visited and talked with today, Lucky's and Aldi reported they did not recall any lettuce, but all products containing romaine lettuce were pulled from the shelves at all Columbia Hy-Vees. For more information on the E. coli outbreak, just head over to our website, KOMU.com. Well, we all want to meet our favorite superheroes. Who's yours?
Superman. But this kid, he had a special reason to go meet these comic book stars. That's after the break.
I don't take cases if I'm not willing to go and take it to court.
You have to be a hard worker. You have to be quick on your feet.
If you take cases and then it gets hard and then you get out of them, then the insurance companies know they can push you around.
The insurance company has real good lawyers, and they know who tries it and they know who doesn't.
No matter how big or how small your case is, we always try to do the right thing. We always try to get justice for our clients.
At Ing & Woods, we stand for you.
View local news, your first alert forecast, and local sports scores no matter where you are. Visit KOMU.com/mobile to get KOMU8 News on your mobile phone.
We were struck by a drunk driver, rear-end collision. I ended up having surgery 5 days later. They were very driven, and results with all of them combined together, it just made the best team for my case. I definitely got the results that I need.
Pleasant interruptions, a phone call from an old friend, finding out you've won a prize. Bad interruptions, allergies, and asthma. Columbia Allergy and Asthma Specialist tests for a wide range of allergies and treats you with your custom plan so that your symptoms go away. Flowers, pets, changing seasons, you can enjoy them. We'd like to help. Go to breatheeasyandlivefree.com or call for an appointment.
Columbia Allergy and Asthma Specialist.
I was in a severe car wreck. A young fellow was passing a vehicle on a hill and hit his head on. I got Jill Harper, and I've been real happy with everything she's done for me. You had people on your side to handle all those situations where I didn't have.
Americans generate more than 200 million tons of trash each year. That's according to the EPA. Columbia's Office of Sustainability wants to make sure the city is efficient in the way it manages waste. KOMU8's Alex Arger has more on how a Columbia business and a resident are doing their part.
After making these smoothies, Nourish employees fill a biodegradable cup for customers to use, then recycle. The business's mission says they want to take care of their home, and by using these cups and to-go containers, they're doing just that.
You know, you think about like one takeout container, but when you
add that, I mean, I personally order ours, and when you add that up, how much trash that is going into the ground, and we're just one business.
The business does not even fill a full trash bag a day because almost all of their solid waste is recycled. As for the food waste, it is all composted and used for soil at local farms.
The EPA says food scraps like this apple core make up 20 to 30% of what Americans throw away. Composting these materials keeps them from taking up space and adding to the amount of greenhouse gas emissions in landfills, like the one just down the road.
Sierra Smith recently started composting to reduce the amount of waste she creates. She says it's an easy step to take if you want to be more sustainable.
I think people get too hung up on like, oh no, I used a straw, like a plastic straw today. It's just like steps at a time, and anything you do makes a difference, and just kind of like evaluate your life and see where you could make change.
An employee from the Office of Sustainability hopes the measures it and those in the city are taking to change waste management will improve the quality of life in Columbia. Alex Arger, KOMU8 News, Columbia.
The Arthritis Foundation of Missouri hosted a bowling event today for children with juvenile arthritis. The event brought together children with the condition for bowling, games, and fun. Those involved with the organization say juvenile arthritis is more common than one might think. And a group of superheroes joined forces last night for a good cause. The superhero-themed benefit show was held to raise money for 9-year-old Cody, who was recently diagnosed with leukemia. The 9-year-old's love for Marvel Comics is what inspired the benefit show's theme. The show included 4 live performances and a silent auction. All proceeds will go towards Cody's rising healthcare expenses. His family says they're grateful for the support they've received.
Coming up, Mizzou softball and the Royals rained out, but the Cardinals in action in Cincinnati today.
St. Louis was off to an early lead, but everything got tight in the 9th. Stay tuned for highlights next in sports.
The Village at Bedford Walk is now leasing villa and apartment homes designed for active adults 55 and older. We offer a variety of floor plans in a modern, vibrant community setting with no big entrance fee and no big commitment. Call to find out about our spring move-in specials.
If you've been hurt on the job, don't give up any of your rights. Call Tolbert Beetle on the Hurt Line right now.
Low on cash and credit? Turned down for a car loan? Get to the J.D. Byrider Spring Clearance event and check out the deals on our road-ready vehicles. Deals that also include free oil changes for Byrider customers, low-cost service, and affordable payments. Get a real approval from home or on your phone at gojdb.com so we can set your appointment and be ready for you. Get on the road at our Spring Clearance today in a great vehicle that's backed by a 3-year, 36,000-mile, zero-deductible limited warranty.
J.D. Byrider.
Get continuous coverage 24/7 on Twitter and Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at KOMU News and on Facebook.com/KOMU8.
Support the Food Bank for Central and Northeast Missouri at Float Your Boat for the Food Bank on April 28th. Register now at floatforthefoodbank.org.
The Village at Bedford Walk is now leasing villa and apartment homes designed for active adults 55 and older. We offer a variety of floor plans in a modern, vibrant community setting with no big entrance fee and no big commitment. Call to find out about our spring move-in specials.
Closed captioning of KOMU8 News is brought to you by Bob McCaw's Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU8 Sports.
It snowed for the 3rd straight Sunday today around the state. Just a reminder, it is mid-April. The weather led the Kansas City Royals to cancel its game against the Los Angeles Angels just 30 minutes before the first pitch today, but the St. Louis Cardinals did get to play in Cincinnati this afternoon, albeit not on time due to, you guessed it, weather issues. After a 2.5-hour rain delay with some Brave fans sticking it out, play finally took off. For the Cards, it didn't take long to get a little offense going. With 1 man on, young outfielder Harrison Bader rocks this one over the right field fence. Bader's first of the year. He appeared in 32 games for St. Louis last season, but has already appeared in 9 this year. And then we flash forward to the 9th inning. The Cards are up 3-1, hoping to hold on despite some bullpen struggles this season. First, Reds batter of the inning, Adam Duvall, takes Bud Norris deep to cut the lead to 1. Cardinals fans shaking in their snow boots back home. But with 2 men on and 2 outs, Norris gets Billy Hamilton to line out to Bader. Cardinals hold on and complete the 4-game sweep of the Reds. They'll take that into Chicago for a series with the Cubs beginning tomorrow. University of Illinois point guard Mark Smith announced a month ago his intentions to transfer away from the school. Missouri immediately became a possible suitor, and yesterday via Twitter, Smith committed to the Tigers. Smith was a 4-star recruit in the 2017 class. In his freshman year, Smith averaged 6 points a game for the Illini in 19 minutes per game. The 6'4" point guard will have to sit out a year, but could be on the floor for the Tigers in the 2019 season. After starting the 2017 football season 1-5, Mizzou won its final 6 regular season games, securing a bowl bid. The team and supporters are obviously hoping that kind of momentum continues in the 2018 campaign. Fans got the first look at the 2018 squad in action yesterday at the annual Black and Gold Spring Game. South End Zone construction underway, slated to be completed by the 2019 season. Drew Lock back at Mizzou for his senior year after setting the SEC record for touchdown passes last year. He finds Jonathan Johnson for 6th here, Lock and Barry Odom on the team expectations for the upcoming season.
We're looking to give the state, give our team, our coaching staff something that's a little more memorable than a 7-6 season. I mean that's a good season. We set cool records and that's awesome, but I don't have anything I want to hang my hat on just yet.
We're a better football team now than we were, I think, at any point last year, and that's a good thing. But we got a long ways to go. So I like the group we're working with, and we got a chance if we'll work here the next 3 weeks and finish up the right way academically and then have a great summer, we'll be in position to be pretty good.
And if you feel like our sports block is about half sports, half weather, I do as well. Mizzou softball had to cancel its series finale in Columbia against number 8 Auburn today due to player safety concerns coming from low wind chill temperatures. This comes after back-to-back wins against Auburn in Columbia on Friday and Saturday. The series finale will not be rescheduled, so technically Mizzou did complete a sweep of Auburn, and they'll look to ride that momentum into South Carolina on Friday. That's all for sports. Thanks for joining us.
Woodman Engineering has been family-owned for nearly 90 years, servicing, repairing, and installing air conditioners in Jefferson City and the surrounding areas with reliable 24-hour emergency service and fair pricing. They specialize in residential and light commercial. Your home's comfort keeper. Woodman Engineering.
At Slumberland's mattress sale, we aim high and price low. Like a Sealy Plush Queen mattress for just $349. Plus, a Sealy Twin mattress as low as $99. Slumberland, it's a good life.
At Slumberland, we'll meet or beat any price.
Or we can do a lot better than the Tooth Fairy. We'll give you $100.
It's the Dream Team 30-day price guarantee, and it's only at Slumberland.
Woodman Engineering has been family-owned for nearly 90 years, servicing, repairing, and installing air conditioners in Jefferson City and the surrounding areas with reliable 24-hour emergency service and fair pricing. They specialize in residential and light commercial. Your home's comfort keeper. Woodman Engineering.
Now here's a look at what we're following on KOMU 8 News at 10 o'clock. Tomorrow is the Boston Marathon, and today is the 5-year anniversary of the Boston bombing.
How the city is remembering the victims, that's coming up at KOMU 8 News at 10.
We have a freeze warning in effect until 9 a.m. tomorrow for areas along and south of I-70. It's going to be a cold start to the morning, near 28 degrees at sunrise, breezy with wind chills in the teens. By the afternoon, we'll finally start to see a little more sunshine with high temperatures back near 50 degrees.
Well, it didn't feel or look like spring today in mid-Missouri with those snow flurries, but in Nepal, thousands gathered today for the annual festival that marks the beginning of the Nepali New Year and celebrates spring's arrival. They covered themselves with red powder, played drums, danced, and sang. The festival is used to thank the gods for spring weather and to pray for good harvest during the upcoming monsoon season. Gosh.
We need something like that.
I know.
Let's hope that winter's finally gone.
I know, really. I think we're all sick of the cold out there, and it's time for spring sports, and they can't play.
Sports. They won't let them play.
Let's play baseball.
Well, we're trying.
All right, folks, that is our time for now. Thanks for joining us.
On air, online, on Facebook, on Twitter, on the News app, and the Weather app. KOMU 8 News. Coverage you can count on.
Cleaning the tub is a back-breaking chore. There has to be an easier way. Introducing the all-new Hurricane Spin Scrubber, the new cordless and rechargeable power scrub brush that cleans faster and easier. Even these dirty old tiles are no match for Spin Scrubber. Sparkly and clean every time. The incredible torque can bust through any caked-on crud with ease. So forget bending and straining to clean the tub, because you'll get this extension pole free. Now reach down into the tub to power away stains. You'll also get this free Soft Flex cone brush that fits perfectly into corners. Plus, we'll include this extra large flat brush free. Use it to bust through dirt on the shower floor. You'll also